Hi, everybody. It's been a while. I'll just say that I was going to try to vlog. So I had a whole month's worth of vlogs, and when I went to edit them, hours and hours of footage, I lost it. And I couldn't get it back, and I'm sure it was user error. It was all my fault, I know. But it was very frustrating, and I had to pout for several months and get a camera that I knew was going to work, which I did. I'm not using it right now. I'm using my computer, but that's what happened. And so I even thought, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to do this. It's just too frustrating. It's too much time went into it. Now I've lost it and I can't get it back. But it's a new year. It's a new start. I've got some pretty exciting things coming up. Lots of exciting books to tell you about. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try again. A lot's happened. I cut and dyed my hair, as you can tell, since the last time I was here, and I also got a new cat. As you know from my channel name, and if you've seen my other videos, I love cats. I'm a cat mom. She is my second cat now. We adopted her from the local animal rescue group, and she's wonderful. She's perfect. She's still getting introduced to our resident cat that lives here currently. It's going okay, it's going pretty well, but she's not ready to kind of be up here with me yet, but I'm hoping in the future I will be able to show you both of my babies in some videos. But in the meantime, I obviously have a lot to talk about, and I figured, you know what? It's January, let's start fresh. We're going to forget about all those months that I missed. I'm going to kind of briefly tell you what I read in January, and then I'm going to tell you about this exciting stuff here for February and my reading plans for that month. And so let's just get on with it. So I'm going to pull up my Goodreads here. And if you wanted to find out what I did read while I was pouting, I'm going to leave a link for my Goodreads down below, and feel free to follow me on there. So I'm going to go to my books and I read 4 books in January, and I started the month off with one that I carried with me from 2019, and that was The Lager Queen of Minnesota by J. Ryan Stradall. And I really, really liked this one. It's one I probably wouldn't have picked up on my own, but I saw it mentioned on Tanya, the Sampler Girls channel. Gonna leave a link for her down below. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, and she mentioned it briefly, and then the next day at work, I saw this come through. I grabbed it, checked it out, read it, and really enjoyed it. I would give it about a 3 stars. Next, I read Final Girls by Riley Sager. I loved Lock Every Door. That was my favorite book from last year. Well, second favorite. My favorite was Daisy Jones and the Six, but my second favorite, very close, was Lock Every Door. So when I saw that Book of the Month would let me add the other books that Sager had written to my account, I did. I read Final Girls. Hugely disappointed. I really didn't like the main character. I didn't like the story. It was kind of a chore to sit down and read it. I also bought was it Last Time I Lied? I'm hoping that one will be a little bit better, a little closer to Lock Every Door. Then I am in a cozy mystery bingo group here, well, not here on Goodreads, but on Goodreads, and that's kind of what this stack is about. We'll get to that in a minute. But every year they read a series, and this year we're reading, it's the Scumble River Mystery Series by Denise Swanson. And so I read the first book, Murder of a Small Town Honey, and I really liked it. I'm glad they picked this series. It's one I probably never would have picked on my own, and I'm really, really glad to be reading it. I liked it a lot. I like the protagonist. I like the setting. I like the characters. I kind of figured out the murder, but that's just a hazard of reading a lot of mysteries, and it was still very enjoyable. So I'm excited to read book 2 in February. Lastly, just this morning, actually, I finished reading The Sinner, and that is Rizzoli and Isles book 3 by Tess Gerritsen. When I first started reading it, thought I was going to hate it. It's very different from the first 2, but I ended up really loving it. It's got a different theme, different flavor, different flair, but it worked. And if I wasn't dealing with these right here, I probably would go into work today and get book 4. I think we do have it at work, and I already put it on hold. So I'm going to have it available for when this is done. But it was very, very good. I love this series. I know I'm late to the party on this one, but I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I read in January. Now, on to February. So like I said, I am in the Cozy Mystery Bingo group on Goodreads, and I've never participated. I've been like a lurker watching the games that go on, but I've never played myself until now. I'm going to play this round, and what it is you get themes that can fit, different types of cozy mysteries. And then each team gets a bingo board with those themes randomly dispersed throughout the board. Every Saturday, a theme is called, and everyone in your group has to read a book that relates to that theme, review it, and rate it on Goodreads. That gets a line, like a bingo line, on the board wins. There are, so I'm not going to be reading, this is a big stack, guys, and I'm not going to be reading all of these, just the ones that are for the theme that we're working on that week. So I have one picked for each theme. I'm going to briefly show you what it is, and then I'm going to hopefully do a weekly update video letting you know how my team's doing, how I'm doing, how I like the books, things like that. So the first theme, it's karaoke themed bingo this time. So each one has a little song that goes with it. I don't know if I have the song titles. I just have the book theme. So, but the first one is Reader's Choice, and for that one, I have Death by Dumpling by Vivian Chan. I am actually hoping, I have this one for several. A lot of the books that I have can fit into many categories, but this is a book that I really, 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 really want to read in February. I'm going to make it fit somewhere. Whatever gets called first, I'm going to use this for that one. So I have this one for Reader's Choice and for the next theme, which is first in the series. And somehow I'm going to make this happen. And then we have Home Improvement. And for that one, I have chosen A High-End Finish by Kate Carlisle. It's a fixer-upper mystery. It's book 1 in the series. The next theme is Favorite Series, and for that one, I have book 6 in the Teashop Mystery Series by Laura Childs. This is Chamomile Morning, and this is a favorite series of mine. I've been really enjoying them, and hope to get to book 6 this month. Next one is called Lodging. So, where you would stay at the hotel, an inn, a cruise ship, and for that one, I have Doing It at the Dixie Do by Ruth Moose. This one looks really cute. I'm really hoping that this one gets called too. I've actually checked this exact copy out from the library several times, and I have not gotten to it yet, but maybe February. The next theme is Fashion. For that one, I have Cloche and Dagger by Jen McKinley. It is book number 1 in maybe the Hat Shop Mystery Series. This is not one I would have normally picked up on my own, so I'm glad that the Cozy Mystery Bingo Challenge is kind of making me step outside of my comfort zone a little bit. Then we have the theme of books. I had plenty to choose from in this category, but I went with Homicide in Hardcover by Kate Carlisle. It is the first in the Bibliophile Mystery Series. Then we have Animals, one of my favorite categories, and one of my favorite animals. We have book 3 in the Cat in the Stacks series by Miranda James. This one is File M for Murder. I love Diesel. Diesel's a Maine Coon, and my first cat, Tunder, is part Maine Coon. He's got the little M on his forehead, and he's part something else. He's a rescue stray, but he reminds me so much of Diesel. Diesel's dad, Charlie's a librarian. I'm a librarian. This series is perfect for me. The next theme is read a book with a purple cover. Here we go with the cat skin. I have book 2 in the Mrs. Murphy series by Rita Mae Brown and Sneaky Pie Brown, and this cover is very, very purple. So I really like the first book. It surprised me. It was a little different than I thought it was going to be, but I liked it, and I love cats. I love purple. Purple's my favorite color, so this will be a good choice for me in February. Hopefully they'll call it. The next theme is Seasons, and for this one I have Wicked Weaves. It is a Renaissance Fair mystery series. It's the first in the series by Joyce and Jim Levine. I really like this writing pair. Oh, I hate when they put the stickers on the cover. They wrote another, 2 more, I think, actually, that I have in here. I read the Retired Witches mystery series. I'm on the last one, and they're from North Carolina. That's where I'm from, and I really like them. I think that Joyce Levine actually passed away, and so they haven't continued any of their series, and that's really sad. And I hate that, but I do love the books that they wrote when she was alive. So maybe I'll get to the Renaissance Fair mystery series. Our next theme is called Farm. And I do remember the song title for this one. It was the She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. Thought that was pretty funny and good for karaoke. So for that one, I chose One Bad Apple by Sheila Connolly. And it's the first in the Orchard mystery series. The next one is, it's like ABBA themed. So Dancing Queen, I think, was the name of the song that went with this theme. And it is to read a book whose name, the title starts with A or B, are the author of the book's name. First or last name starts with A or B. And for that one, I chose Time of Death by Susan Whiting Albert. I think it's the first in the China Bells mystery series. So this one looks a little thicker, and the pages, the font's kind of smaller, so I'm a little nervous for them to call this one. I'm kind of hoping this one doesn't get called, but I've heard really good things about this series. I've owned this book for a while now and haven't gotten around to it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. The next theme is called Southern. I have another Miranda James series here, and this is such a Southern title. Bless her little dead heart. If that's not Southern, I don't know what is. And plus, got a cat in it. The next theme is West Coast. For this one, I actually don't have the book. I've ordered it. It's coming to the library. Like, I had to put it on hold and get it shipped in from another library. And it's Death on Tap. It's by Ellie Alexander, and it takes place in Oregon, I think maybe Portland. And it's the first in the Sloane Crouse, maybe, mystery series. I don't know that I would have picked this series up on my own, so maybe this will be another one that makes me step out of my comfort zone and be glad that I did. The next theme is travel. For that one, I could have picked any of the Murder, She Wrote mystery series, obviously, but I chose this one because it seemed really, really travel-y, like there's a train, and Destination Murder is the title, so that seemed really travel-y. And I love the Murder, She Wrote books. I prefer the ones written by Donald Bain rather than John Land, I think it is. The next theme is called Culinary. For that one, I'm going to also try to make Death by Dumpling work, and that's my third place I can put it. Hopefully one of those themes gets called and I can use it. The next one is Mature Sleuth. For that one, I have the third and final book in the Retired Witches mystery series by Joyce and Jim Levine. We were just talking about them. I actually have another one of theirs coming up soon, and I hope to get to this one. I've been really wanting to finish this series. This could also work for Purple Cover, couldn't it? But like I said, a lot of them could work for a lot of things. And this cat here, I just noticed on the spine, looks a lot like my new cat. Her name is Budgie, and she looks a lot like this cat here. So I think I'm really going to like this one. I can't wait to get to it. The next theme is called Bakery. For that one, I have book 2 in the Magical Bake Shop mystery series by Bailey Cates, and it is called Potions and Pastries. Next theme is Holidays. I have a Christmas book here that I didn't get to at Christmas time, but I hope maybe February will be the time. I was hoping for like a Valentine themed one, but I like to read them in order. I know you can read them out of order, but there's just something like, it feels weird if I go out of order. I like to follow it linearly. So Christmas wasn't that long ago. Mistletoe Murder by Leslie Meyer. First in Lucy Stone. Yep, the Lucy Stone mystery series. The next theme is gardening. For that one, I have my third and final, Joyce and Jim Levine. It is the Peggy Lee Garden Mysteries, book number 1, Pretty Poison. Then we have Drinks. For that one, I have On What Grounds by Cleo Coyle. It is the first book in the Coffee House mystery series. And next is British. And for that one, I have Her Royal Spyness by Rhys Bowen. It is the first book in the Her Royal Spyness, I guess? I don't know. Well, whatever it is, I got the first one here. And this is a long-running series. The newest one, I think it's called Death Among the Cheetahs, just came out. Been very popular at work. I've seen a lot of people checking it out and putting it on hold. So it must be a good series if people are loving it and reading it. And then finally, our final theme is called Paranormal, and for that one I have Pies and Prejudice, a charmed pie shop mystery series, the first in the series by Ellery Adams. So, I have quite a few books here to get through. Like I said, in February, I'll hopefully be updating you weekly, letting you know how the bingo game is going, letting you know what I've read, what I liked, what I didn't like, and what I plan to get to next. So, thank you so much for coming back and sticking with me through my months and months of pouting and just being a baby about losing all that footage. Like I said, hopefully now I have the new camera. I have a really exciting reading journey to document on film. I hopefully will be back soon, probably next week, to let you know what I'm reading, what got called, and I will talk to you then. Have a great week, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.